Hello and welcome to Gardening with Ben, the award-winning gardening podcast as voted for by the Grow Your Own magazine and by my followers and by my listeners. I hope that you have all clicked that subscribe button. If you're new to the podcast channel, please do click the subscribe button and then you get notified of all the new podcasts that get launched. And if you're not following me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube and TikTok, make sure you look for Gardening with Ben and follow me on all my social medias. So sit back, relax, grab a brew and let's enjoy today's gardening podcast with Ben. Hello and welcome back to Gardening with Ben for a brand new week of episodes and gardening. Even though I'm back on night shift this week, I've done my first one last night. We've got 3 more to go. And then we'll be back down at the allotment, hopefully getting lots done, and hopefully we'll have had some big downpours by then and the ground will be softer, because it's actually trying to rain while I'm recording this here in Sheffield. It was forecast for thunderstorms, but the weather forecast seems to have changed quite a bit now and they've disappeared. So I'm still hoping that we do get the rain tomorrow, because we do need it, but they are saying that it could cause flash flooding because of how dry the ground is. It's like concrete and that it won't soak in, but it would soak in on the allotment because the ground isn't like concrete, because I have been keeping it watered, and that's a bonus really. Obviously with watering in the heat it does just evaporate quite fast, but at least it soaks in partially and some of it goes into the plants, and hopefully when it does rain, the water will soak in on the allotment and get into those roots. And we certainly do need it. Yes, we may have been watering a lot, but rainwater is so much better than tap water. There's lots of explanations out there on why it's so better, but if you can, obviously try and save rainwater, because it's so much better for the plants than it is than the tap water, because the tap water's obviously had chemicals in it and stuff like that. So yeah, if you can use rainwater, do try and do it. So what's our plans for the allotment this week? Well, obviously, like I say, I'm on night shift for the next 3 nights now, and with being on nights, I don't like to do anything major down at the allotment because it's tiring working nights. Yes, you may still be working sleeping 7-8 hours in the daytime, but it's not the same. You still get tired easy at night, so I try to take it as easy as possible when I'm on night shifts, and I'm sure quite a lot of you are the same. I used to be able to do quite a lot of work down at the allotment when I was a lot younger. Obviously I've been doing night shifts now 16-17 years, so I am getting old now, and I should be used to it, but I'm certainly not. I don't think you ever get used to working night shifts. But yeah, this week's jobs will be making sure that things are kept watered and things are kept going, because obviously pumpkin plants, sweet corn plants, your cucumber plants, any of your indoor plants, they all need good water, especially pumpkin plants and courgettes and stuff like that, because that's what they're made up of, mainly water. So obviously even if it does come down a bit, the rain, still give them some extra water, as they'll definitely drink it up and they'll definitely need it, because pumpkin plants drink so much water at the moment. If you are wanting a nice decent sized one, you need to be watering it every single day to get a good decent sized one growing. So yeah, we'll be just mainly watering, to be honest. We won't be back down at the allotment and properly until possibly Thursday. That's when we'll start doing work again down there and start doing some stuff down there. I was hoping to get some more seeds planted in August, but because of this hot weather and the potential of a hosepipe ban, it might not be worth it to grow some stuff through the winter, but we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. I might try and get my potato bed completely emptied next week and get all that cleared and see if we can get some stuff growing and some stuff going, because I do want to keep growing stuff through winter. It would be nice because it definitely tastes a hell of a lot better and tastier. So the more you can keep on growing through winter period, the better. And you're getting it all for free as well. Well, it's not for free because you paid for the seeds, but it is a lot cheaper than it would be to grow it, to purchase it. So yeah, definitely I do want to keep things growing. So hopefully we do get some seeds planted this week. I'm wanting to get some more lettuce planted to grow through the winter. I would love some late carrots. Might try and put some late carrots in. I might try and grow them in the polytunnel. We'll see how we get on with that. And I definitely want to start some Christmas potatoes off. That is definitely, if you've not listened to my podcast about growing Christmas potatoes, check out my second podcast channel, which is called Garden and Allotment Tips Podcast. I talk about growing Christmas potatoes on there. So if you wanted to grow Christmas potatoes, have a listen to that podcast channel and you will find out some information on there. So yeah, it's going to be hopefully a restful sort of week for gardening, as I don't want to do too much, and my allotment's under a state where it's manageable at the moment. All the plants what I'm growing have filled out the areas. There's not much weeds growing and stuff like that. Only water where you want the water to go. That's why people don't tend to use a hose pipe, because obviously you're watering direct at the plant, whereas a hose pipe will be leaking water everywhere and weeds will pop up exactly where you don't want them to grow. And that's why they're called weeds, because they grow where you don't want them to grow. So I'm hoping that we can start to have a look around. I've got a lot of old lettuce what needs digging up and sorting out. I might give that to my hamster. If you don't know, I've got a little hamster. His name's Basil. He keeps me company on night shift because that's when he wakes up. Obviously they're quite nocturnal, so they come out at night, so it's good to have a bit of company in my flat while I'm working nights. He pops out and says hello and keeps me company, so I might give him a bit of lettuce and some herbs what I've grown as well. So yeah, but I'm hoping to start drawing up a master plan of what I want to do over winter and think about what I want to do project wise, because the winter time is my time where I don't do much growing at all, and the winter time is when I do all my work and maintenance, and I really do need to replace my polytunnel cover. That would be a main job to do, but it would take a lot of work to do, because I have got stuff all the way around the edges of it, and to get all the plastic back out and dig all the trenches out is certainly one big job to do. But it does need doing eventually, and if I can get enough money for it, I'll definitely, hopefully, be replacing it soon. I think they're about £150 to replace the cover. So we need a lot of people listening to these podcasts. If you've not clicked that subscribe button, click that subscribe button and you'll get notified when new podcasts come up. Every episode you listen to, I get about a penny from it. So please do keep listening to podcasts and keep streaming them. So yeah, hopefully we get quite a bit done this week. I think that's it really to talk about. Obviously I'm going to be doing some more harvesting. We need to get some more harvesting done. I've got enough apple crumbles to keep me going for 6 days at the moment. My mum stocked me up and filled me up for the week, so I've got them to eat. Oh, I absolutely love them. I do love it when all apple crumbles and blackberry crumbles and rhubarb crumbles are all ready, because I just live on them. I have one every single day. Eat stuff in moderation, that's what I say, and obviously it's organic and healthy, so definitely you can't say it's not healthy really, even though it's probably got a lot of sugar in it. But yeah, eat everything in moderation. So hopefully we are going to have a good week, and hopefully we'll get quite a few more podcasts up this week. I do want to keep them going. I know I just ramble on sometimes, but people say that they do like to listen to them and they'd rather have a podcast than not a podcast. So I hope you all have a fantastic Monday. I hope you all have a fantastic week. Feel free to send me a message on Instagram if you've listened to this. I do like to find out who is actually listening, because I don't know who's listening. I know how many people do listen, but I don't know who actually listens to these. And it would be nice to put a face behind a number. So please do send me a message on Instagram just to say that you've listened to it, and I can wish you a happy Monday then. Have a great day, everyone. And as always, remember, keep smiling, keep gardening, and keep listening to Gardening with Ben. Thank you for listening to today's Gardening with Ben's podcast. I hope that you've enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do click that subscribe button and feel free to share it as well on your Instagram stories. All you have to do if you're listening on Spotify is click the share button and you can share it straight to your Instagram story for all your followers to listen to and help build my listeners up as well and get more people listening to it. Feel free to check out all my social medias, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube and TikTok. Yes, I'm on TikTok. Go check it out. Check out my dancing. Gardening with Ben. And check out the link as well in the description of this podcast where you can check out my gardening t-shirt shop where I sell funny t-shirts with all different funny logos and designs on. And feel free to support me by purchasing one, and all the money obviously goes back into my allotment where I can share more gardening tips with you all. So until next time, remember, keep smiling, keep gardening and keep listening to Gardening with Ben's podcasts.